Plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Let's get this show on the road. It is
here we go. Back.
Right to the air, Burrow. And his first pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On two, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. The incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
On third down, here's Burrow. Good defensive play, Jordan loose, incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at fourth down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond the 3 and out.
Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Let's get set. Stop.
To throw again. It's Burrow. This one deep to the left side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Let's get to the game here to Chase Brown. Into the secondary past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Good opening drive to this point. So they've got another first down at the 34.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. Brought in close to the 8.
Here we go.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now with sharply 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Quieting this home crowd early as they line up for first and goal.
Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, what opens up the entirety of the playbook for second
11 MT, take. Gun.
Back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go.
There's Charbonnet once again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. In motion, Aguilar. A first down carry for Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
There we go. Middle.
On the give here, Charbonnet. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready!
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Will.
Smith now to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 44 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Jackson now. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jackson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go.
To throw is Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught inside the 15. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On the carry, Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A run now with Charbonnet. And the defense on him quickly there. At the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf. He's across midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Charbonnet. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready!
Now run by Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Smith. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down.
Ready!
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alpha, sit hot!
They go play action now. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Hey, easy.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flushed out right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Next.
Smith to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to get the lead up to 4. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So 1 big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket.
Here we go.
It's first and 10.
Thomas up.
Here's Smith.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle.
Smith's going to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Indy.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.